Hello, my name is Marzena.
My name is Sławek.
We're going to work today on American Tango Class B. We're going to demonstrate all the patterns. Please make sure the first 4 measures are in a closed position, and within the first minute, we find another 8 bars of the closed traditional hold. Okay, we're going to start in a closed position.
So we start with the promenade pivots. Slow, slow, quick, 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 quick. Finish in a whisk, slow. Into the cobra fence. Slow, 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 quick, 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 quick. Into the step point, slow, and into the follow a slip pivot, quick, 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 quick. Into the Viennese crosses, quick, quick, and quick. Into the oversway, slow, slow, quick, 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 quick. Into handshake back fence, quick, 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 and slow. Change of places, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, slow. Into the outside turn, underarm into the shadow position. Quick, quick, slow, quick, and quick, slow. 2 walks in the shadow, slow, slow, into the shadow reverse turn. Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Into the shadow envelope and drag, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Into the follow a whisk with underarm turn, slow, quick, 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 slow. Into the grapevine with underarm turn to shadow. Quick, 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 and slow. Quick, 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 quick. Into the shadow hairpin, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. Into the open fan, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow. So that is the choreography.
Now we're going to bring Artyom and Katya to demonstrate the same steps with the timing and names of the figures. Thank you.
And now we're going to present the choreography with the timing. Ready, and slow, slow, quick, 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 slow, 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 quick, 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 and quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, 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 and slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, quick, slow, 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 quick, slow, quick, slow, 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 quick, slow, quick, slow, slow, quick, 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 slow, quick, 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 and slow, quick, 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 slow, quick, slow, slow, quick, slow, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Excellent. And now we're going to present the name of the figures. So we start with promenade pivots. And into the cobra fence. Into the step point, and follow a slip pivot, followed by Viennese crosses and oversway. Now we're going to dance handshake back fence. change of place, into the outside underarm turn to shadow position. Shadow walks, into the shadow reverse turn. Shadow envelopes and drag. Change of place. Follow a whisk with underarm turn. Into the follow a grapevine. Into the chase in the shadow. And open fan. Very good.
And now we're going to explain all the steps, step by step, to make sure we share with you guys all the secrets of that American Smooth. The first steps were in a classical hold, so we have exactly the same patterns and in the international ballroom.
So starting promenade and going into the pivot. Finish in the whisk.
Now we're going to do the second step, which is the cobra fan. It's a beautiful step. The gentleman is going to create a lot of shape, and then the lady is going to go back into this position. And I would like to spend just 1 minute maybe on this step. For me, what's very important in all those right side fan actions and in the cobra fan action is for the lady to continue to dance and pass the gentleman as long as possible versus trying to start turning before she fully commits to her foot. So if we go one more time from the moment when we go to the actual cobra fan.
Maybe from the whisk.
We're in a whisk position. You can see the gentleman's ahead of the movement and Sławek is going to move ahead, blocking the lady. We found a beautiful right to right inside thigh connection right here, and we're feeling like we're about to dance any kind of pivoting action.
But now from here, what's important for me, I need to move myself out of Marzena's way. So if I take a step too narrow back, I don't know, maybe I'll show this way, camera can see it better. If I take a step too narrow back and then we start turning, Marzena has no chance to get herself into the promenade. So you see, I actually change the placement of my left foot a little bit further outwards. So by the time when I get myself there, Marzena has all the space here. She has all the space, right? She has all the space here to get in. And now from here, if we do one more time, now I can actually turn her into the promenade position.
And we finish in a beautiful promenade right here. So now what's very important for me, I feel like I'm rolling from inside of the rib cage to go to the outside. And like I mentioned before, if I do this maybe on the outside partner so it shows better, I'm trying to go as long as possible forward with my sternum. And then when I feel my weight achieve the ball of the foot, that's when I'm led to the turn by Sławek. So if we do this incorrectly and I start turning right now, I'm going to be not only back weighted, but as well we're going to have our thighs in the same place. So we're going to fight for the same room.
For me, as far as going out of lady space, it's also important not to activate my upper body to actually pull her out of her feet, because this is again a very common mistake. When we think turning gentlemen, we start turning upper body very early, which that will cause lady going right into our space. So since I'm turning backwards, I have to again activate my lower half of the body and keep presenting my upper half outwards as much as possible. So this will delay the turn. There you go, that looks pretty good.
Okay. Yes, and now we're finishing that cobra fan with a little checking, stopping action to reverse our direction to go diagonally center. So if we do this one more time from the whisk.
So we go and slow, slow. So you see we're back in the promenade, we do check, and now I bring lady back to close position. Okay.
So now we're going to move to the forward fans. It's a little step point action that we do. What's very important, we're going to right now start increasing the space between both of us. So when we do this, we just finished our tango close. Right now, Sławek is going to allow with his joints for me to feel that I have to move further away from him. So I move step back and try to create more space. And I go step, and then we go point. Then when we do the point, you can see only my foot was turning, not the body. Maybe we can do the same thing the other way. So we go from here, and I'm going to increase the space and turn foot only. Then Sławek is stepping outside partner in CBMP. I go back, and then we again turn foot only. So what's very important is the base that it's rotating over there, not the upper body.
So we talk about how we increase the proximity between us to be able to dance another step. So just so you know, if we go from the previous figure from the check, we could also increase the distance between us already here. So this might be easier to start your next figure because you're already apart. You can also change hold. See, so now we have an elbow hold here. So this way, there's a little bit more freedom with that step. So again, this is obviously up to partner when he decides to increase the proximity. So I will either let my lady go away from me, or I will start moving myself away from her.
So we have two different timings that are possible in a flare action. We can do a slow timing, or we can count every single action as a quick, when we go quick, 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 quick. It doesn't matter which timing we'll choose to do. We cannot do more than 8 quicks in a row in a class B. So we just want to make sure we stay with that rule, and then you decide which one you want to do when you create on your own choreography. And one more very important thing, this is a tango. So all those flares, the point actions, you have to take a very first step from the heel, not from the toe. So that will be it. And now we can move on to the next figure, which is the fall away slip pivot. Since we were apart, we had the distance that we had on one hand distance. We will start that fall away dancing a little further away. The lady is in ahead of the movement, and we need to make sure we allow the gentleman to come and change proximity and come closer to us. So I would suggest for the lady to do much smaller step and start curving off the gentleman's track so he can make it for the slip pivot action to go around. So I'm going to curve off the track. So by the second step, we should already have alternative hold. So when we go to the slip pivot action, it's much easier for us to turn and come back to the regular classical hold position.
So here I'd like to add to gentlemen, it all depends where you're going to finish your flare or step point action. If you're going to finish a little bit more in front of your lady, even if you're going to be a little bit apart, you can still going to take a step in line as you normally would do. If you're going to end up a little bit more outside partner, don't try to still take a step between ladies' feet, because obviously you will have a hard time to execute it well. It's perfectly correct to start your follow away slip pivot going outside partner, and as we continue, by the time when you take your second step, everything come back to the regular alignment.
And the ladies, we can style this hand here and then connect into that next step, which will be the Viennese cross. Yes? So now we have a Viennese cross. In the B class, we're allowed to do only 2 bars of syncopated timing in a row. So we can do only 2 quick, quick, and quick, quick end. So depending on your choreography, make sure you can do, in our case, we only do 1 going directly into the challenge line and oversway. But if you want to do more, of course, it's possible, only 2 measures of the Viennese crosses in a row.
Or at least you have to put something in between to slow down, and you can do another Viennese cross after.
Exactly. So when we will do right now Viennese cross, we'll do 1 Viennese cross into that oversway. So that's a classical ballroom piece. So we go and quick, quick end, and then we go to the oversway and drop. We'll do this one more time with the timing.
And quick, quick, and quick, quick, slow. So you see the way I was leading end of the Viennese crosses, I was adding a little bit extra shape, which helped lady to understand that we're no longer going to continue Viennese cross, we're going to slow down, so then we can have a very strong, very dynamic action into the challenge line. And quick, quick, and so here's the line, see? So we increase a little bit more, so now the challenge line become much more dynamic, and then from here, we dance into the oversway.
And now, in American tango, we try to finish the phrase. So on the end, we're doing a little ronde with backside together, which is very common ending of the classical hold to finish the actual musical phrase. So if we just go maybe, can we do this that way, please? The Viennese cross, and we go quick, quick, and quick, quick, slow. We're going to do a little ronde action, and then we go back, back, side, together. And that's where the step ends. So obviously, when you become a little bit more creative, you don't need to do this. You could create something else out of this. But this is the actual figure from the syllabus, how this ends. Okay, we're moving on to the next step. We're just going to maybe demonstrate this at different angles so people can see us. So we've just finished the tango closed.
The next figure is a handshake back fence.
So the ladies, it's a reverse turning figure. The lady is going to curve off the track, opening the hand, and we're going to immediately change the connection for the handshake.
So that's the handshake.
So you can see between two of us, we have like a little S-shaped frame. We don't want to have a lock elbows and feeling that distance, because again, we cannot feel each other. We need to make sure we feel each other's spine and we have a beautiful pull connection. So now the gentleman decides the direction and the size of the step here because he's ahead of the movement. So with the compression, I feel I have to go through, and then I can turn my body. So I could have a choice to finish here. I personally prefer to finish all the way. So right now, my body, it's in a shadow position to Sławek, so we can see we're still parallel to each other.
We just have an opposite foot, so we're not exactly in the shadow, but the bodies look like we are in the shadow.
We're matching and we're mirroring each other. So if I go from here, now we're going to go again with the heel lead, and the lady right now it's finishing with her right side. So if I will come here and just open my frame, I could be again in a closed position. So you see how we still try to stay always parallel to each other versus to move in whichever direction we want to, because we feel like we're more expressive.
So the bodies look very organized, very clear together.
Yes, so we do this one more time. We go, and we could do this quick, quick, or quick, quick, or we could do the same step in a slow, 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 Yes, so we have it, both are perfectly fine. You get to choose which one makes you more happy, more successful.
What I'd like to add to it is the little bit about the lead. So in order to make the lady look more dynamic, gentlemen, make sure don't do everything at the same time. So what I mean by that, it's provide first very strong direction first. So once lady is taking her new step, and once she's arriving now, you can actually lead into the next turn of fan action. The same as here. Direction first, boom, there is the action. If you do all at the same time, see, it makes, sorry about that,
okay.
Makes the lady becoming back-weighted because she received turning action as she's still moving towards the standing foot, so she's basically not ready to turn. So we want to make sure, also in order to create more staccato and sharper action, we want to arrive on the foot first and then create very strong lead into the turn. Okay,
let's do the same the other way, so we can see from the other view. So we go slow, slow, quick, 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 quick. We have one more. Quick, quick. Now from here, this is very important. We're moving on into the next figure, which is a double syncopated underarm turn. We're going to have two syncopation, and that's the only step in the class B when we can syncopate the measure twice.
So it's an underarm turn for the lady. So that's where you can...
And that's the only step.
You could have this hand hold at this point because of the figure we're choosing to do this turn. It's coming from the handshake hold, so that is also allowed.
Yes. So right now, the lady timing will be much faster. When we're going to go to the next step, it's very important. I'm going to get over the foot, and then we're going to speed up the turn, finishing with the push connection, opening to the fin. So with the timing?
So again, that's the only exception where you can do two syncopations per measure. And quick and slow. So you see I said and twice, and that's what it means that we're syncopating it.
Okay, so it's very important right now. The lady still follows the gentleman activity with that rotation, because otherwise we don't know what's the next figure. So remember, in American Smooth, everything has to be leadable. Everything has to be able to be followed. So we really paying attention that everything what happens, it's a true dancing. You should be able to take your partner and lead her through every single step in your routine with her eyes closed. So right now, when you go from here, we go again. Look, Sławek is changing. He's indicating that turn. I follow through. I continue to go forward. I don't want to turn here. I go forward. I do my hip twist change the foot,
Change
find
the
the connection with Sławek, and I wait for his direction. Where am I going? He's sending me in that direction, and now we can open to the beautiful fan. Yes, so it's very important in all fan actions, even that it sounds like we've opened both sides away from each other. It's very important the gentleman first tells the lady she needs to move away, and then he joins her with that movement later on. We do not move together at the same time away from each other ever.
Simply because it will be way more difficult to judge the distance between us, and as a result often you will see the tension in our shoulder because we move together. Often we go too far and one of us might
And
sacrifice the
unfortunately,
balance.
I cannot finish with my sternum over the foot right now, and we did it incorrectly. I would need to move another 10 centimeters to the left to feel that I can move myself fully on the foot. But when we do it properly, I can decide and place my foot right underneath my shoulder. My foot is being placed under the shoulder. It's not about the size in the step. We still have a beautiful picture. Don't try to do a humongous step in that figure.
It's actually if you take a too big of a step, that's what's going to create a problem with big line later, because the goal is to have a very strong dynamic line, not a very big step. Okay?
Yeah. So this is our fan. Now we have a next figure. The next figure is change places. There is a different variation of change places. We can do it without the gentleman turn. That's what we introduced in earlier classes. We can do with gentleman turn, internal turn. We can do in front. We can do behind. So we did a little combination of those here to show you that there's different ways of going to the fan action. So we're in the fan. Right now we're going to change the places when the gentleman is going to roll into the connection. Now it's in this moment, you can see hopefully that I'm still offering connection to Sławek. So if we turn around, he has a little cuddle from me. And I'm not letting go of this hand until I'm going to find my new hand connection. And then we can go again, direction, rotation, and shape. Yes, so it's very important that we have that two hands for a split second before we let go in that connection. Otherwise, it will be very hard to estimate how big of a step we're supposed to take.
So to show it simple way, you see we have it right now, Marzena's right, my left hand connected. In order to change, I wouldn't first let go and then try to find her, let go and find her. I will actually reconnect to the other side and then let go. So this way, we have a continuous flow of energy versus cutting, and now it's reconnected. It will be always risk if we find it the right way.
Okay, so we do this one more time. So again, we can go, the gentleman is turning into this. We found this connection. We look for a left, and then we can open up. As we're coming back, we can go.
Just so you know, we could repeat the same thing. That's not what we chose to do in the choreography, but we could repeat the same here again.
We have a little cuddle, and then foot, then body. We could do the same thing without the turn for the gentleman. He could just do a chasse action, and the lady goes in front. And then we could do both ways. And then we could do any of those on that side, so Sławek can turn without the turn. But on the back side, we could do a back pass for the lady, still connecting to open fan. So there's many different variations. There is no one way. You can blend and then choose the way that makes you feel comfortable. And all of them are, of course, allowed in a B class. So we're going to do our combination right now. We're in a fan.
So we show it still facing to camera. So we go quick, quick.
Slow. And then quick, quick. Slow. Okay, we hope you enjoyed this. It has a beautiful blend of being a gentleman who is a little bit more active and a beautiful metronomic underarm pass going behind gentleman. Okay.
So from here we continue to the next step, next figure. So first what we're doing, we're bringing lady back into the close hold for the split second, and from here we're going to dance outside underarm turn into the shadow position. So right from here, it's very important to lead lady into the heel turn. Although we have two different ways how we can proceed that, but we chose to lead lady into the heel turn.
Tango heel turn. Make sure it's a tango heel turn. The lady is going, and then the gentleman is continuing to turn to change the connection. So hopefully you can see it. We have for a split second this connection, and we go into a little press line. So I feel like I'm pushing into this, following by the syncopated underarm turn. So if we can do this maybe opposite way. So we'll do one more time. I'm going to, this is a left turning figure. Lady curves off the track, quick, quick. Then we go slow. See, I'm really pushing. My weight is fully committed to the ball of the foot. And then I go quick and quick, slow. So we finish in a beautiful shadow position after that.
So here's the little bit tips for gentlemen's leading. So we're leading lady into the heel turn, but as the tango heel turn, but as the name says, the turn is happening on the outside. So I'm not going to continue following Marzena here because now she has no space to do an underarm turn. So what I would do immediately as we're taking first step, if you watch my right hand, my right arm, immediately I release my arm a little bit further ahead, which gives Marzena more space to continue to wind up. So you can see her left side continue rotating backwards and bringing her right side forward, which then makes us meeting right in the middle. So we have a strong connection. So that gives Marzena a chance to actually turn to the right with her right side positive. So I believe that's one of the most important moments right here, because the figure actually starts turning left, which means we're still having left side positive. And after the second quick, so it's happened really fast, we have to be able to have the right side positive. So now I can lead and Marzena can turn to the right.
For the girls, what's very important, after we curve off the track and we change from left side positive, so if we do one more time, if we do one more time, we let go. You can see I let go of my left arm. As I go through, I feel we have to meet in the middle. So if the gentleman arm is going to continuously go backwards, I will probably fold her. So while you guys moving, you have to still project your energy towards me. So you feel like you want to stop me, and then your upper body is going to indicate the underarm turn. Now here, if we can stop, Sławek, sorry. Now, I need from the gentleman to feel like he is projecting us further because we need to go to the shadow position. So again, send the girl, and you can connect either with one hand for this moment, or immediately you can offer another hand on the back and start already creating the connection to the pull connection right there for the shadow. So another possibility to be in that shadow position.
So the way I like to lead this, I actually, if we just do the last one, or we can do the whole turn. So I would like to create this very strong line here, but first thing first, gentlemen, make sure don't overshape here.
One flower in a partnership.
That's right. So I wanna create very strong line. So Marzena can continue creating a line to exit, but my arm is the only part of my body which actually can follow her to reconnect if I would delay the reestablish the connection, but I don't want to actually shape my body towards her, right? But because we have at this point only one connection, I really send her out, I will actually use very strong pull connection here. Usually we say when we have a shadow, we create push, but in order to help Marzena to stop, see, I'm going from push, catch. So you see my elbow, my spine really strongly resist her, right? And then I reconnect with the other arm. Later on, as we start doing walks, I will actually change from, see, pull, I will actually change to push. So that brings me back to my plasma TV feeling when I have Marzena, boom, right between my hands, so I can help to carry her wherever we need to go. If I maintain pull here and push here, that will very easily can create a feeling of Marzena trying to cross my center, go too much ahead of me. So that will be very dangerous.
Okay, so there's one last little thing in that underarm turn. Ladies, again, you can watch the waltz choreography. We talk about the underarm turn to the right with the very strong sway to the left. Again, one of my favorites. The moment when we go from that press line, that's why it's so important that we match in the middle and we meet in the middle as Sławek is projecting through me. That's the moment when I'm activating my lat. And from here, I can continuously create that beautiful shape with the underarm turn. So again, it's a beautiful shape, a lot of power, a little bit more unusual, but it really stands out on the floor. Okay, we're moving on into the next figure.
So let's go back to the alignment where we're normally dancing. So we have two walks.
We have 2 shadow walks in the shadow position. So again, the lady just finished behind. We created that pull connection. Sławek is changing from pull to push without moving the girl to the left side. Of course, guys, make sure you stop us behind. And now as we go, we take another walk. We're staying in the same position. So nothing has changed here.
See, the only thing what I changed, if you can see my hand, from pull to push to push. See how it changed? So all of that happens as we're traveling, so I'm hoping that no one will really pay attention to those changes.
But it's very important that this happens so seamless, so the lady, it's not disturbed and she doesn't feel that something is about to change, something it's about to happen over there. Okay, so we'll do one more time those 2 walks, and we go slow, slow. Now from here we do open reverse turn in a shadow position. The lady is on the outside of this first rotation, so I'm a go. Now as we go to the next step, become slow. Right now Sławek will become the outside. I have to slow down here and sit in his wrist to make sure that he can go ahead of me and provide space for me to enter.
So notice that the way I place my right foot, I'm not going straight back, because if that will happen, the next step when I continue turning to the left, our bodies become on the same line, so we're no longer going to be in a shadow position, we'll end up in a side-by-side position. So I have to make sure that as I take my right foot back, I am curving in and sort of cutting Marzena's off, so she knows the next step has to happen sideways. Because remember, my goal is to always keep lady in front of me, regardless if we are in a closed position.
Oh, sorry. In a closed position.
Regardless if we're in a closed position or if we're in a shadow, she's in front of me, never next to me. Because see,
that's not a shadow.
You see, my frame is not acceptable anymore.
Yes, so we will do the same figure going the other way. So we go 2 walks.
Slow, slow, quick, quick.
Now ladies, slow down here, wait for the guy, and then pass your feet on the last step. So we have an open reverse turn, open finish. Now,
next step, we have a shadow envelopes and drag.
So this step is very interesting. We have a little kick and we bring the foot to the passé. Now what's very important with this action, we don't want to look that we are back weighted when we're lifting our knee. So anytime when your knee comes in, I want you to feel like someone push your belly button inward to bring this knee. So we do a little flick and the knee comes in. On the end, the spine has to still stay vertical. So we cannot feel like we're trying to lean backwards.
But the feeling in the body is actually when you're lifting the leg up, the feeling is that the body is also sideways. The body is actually projecting a little bit more forward. Because if you stay where you are and you just pick up the leg up, the natural tendency for the body will be to go backwards. So you will feel like you're projecting a little bit more forward, but the actual picture in your body shouldn't really change.
So that's the feeling. We go and ha. This is the moment when the tummy goes in, the sternum is still projecting up, and if I push Sławek's head here and he's fighting me, there's a lot of energy through his spine to create a beautiful long body.
And then also pay attention to how your foot look, right? Because often we are very busy about what happens up in the upper body and we're forgetting about our foot. So make sure your foot has a beautiful extension so you have a nice line, okay?
So we'll do those envelope kicks with the drag, and we go from here, excuse me, we just do the last step of the open reverse turn, and we go step, kick, step, kick. Now from here, we go to the drag in the shadow position. We wait for compression from gentlemen, direction, rotation, and shape. So it's very important that what we said right now, we don't want to go from this position into the shape because we're going to look back weighted. It's not going to look good. We're going to get over the foot. While we get there, we create this beautiful shape.
So for gentlemen, if you think of it, it's pretty much the same as we dance the regular quartet. The only difference is in the regular quartet, I will actually take a step backwards to present lady. Here, I'm still taking step, it's actually sideways, right? But I'm still projecting lady. Okay, so the body line is practically the
and
same.
we are doing exactly the same mirroring as the gentleman. Anything in the shadow, we are most likely going to do a gentleman step, ladies. So just feel whatever you do, you follow their footwork, you follow their body alignment. We can, of course, be a little bit more expressive with the shape, but everything else, it's exactly the same in the shadow position. Okay, so if we do this one more time. from the open foot placement, and we go step, kick, and drag. Then from here, we finish that figure with the recovery. I'm again pushing my ribcage into Sławek wrist, and then from here, he's sending me into the open fan action with the closing to promenade. Yes, so it's a beautiful combination. It shows us a little bit different variety of timing. It shows us a beautiful picture line in shadow position. So we hope you will really enjoy this.
And it's very in the character of the dance.
Yes, so all those lines, we're going to talk about them on every level, especially from the A class, that there's a lot of corte lines in American tango, which was taken from Argentine tango, so we can make this characterization of the real tango. Okay, so we're moving on to the next step. The next figure, it's a classical figure. We maybe move a little bit away from the camera. So we'll start with the traditional close hold, going into the fall away whisk, into underarm turn to the right, ending in open facing position. So now what's very important, we had this beautiful close work, and then on the end, again, the gentleman is indicating with his body that the lady has to spin out from this and finish with a bigger proximity.
So I always say, because it keeps coming back to us all the time, gentlemen, be super clear if you're coming into any underarm turn from close position or fairly close proximity. Be always precise if you're the one who's moving away from the lady or you sending a lady away prior to turn. There could be an option where we both move away from the command center. That's also an option, but be in your mind very clear which one you're choosing, because sometimes we start turning and now we're realizing, oh, we're too close, and now it becomes a little difficult to turn. So in this case, when we do our follow-away whisk with the underarm turn, see here, I am the one in this step, when I go backward, I am the one who moves away from my arm. And now from here, see, when we turn, Marzena has enough space for her to clearly turn, but still progressing in the direction when she's supposed to go.
And again, the same, this is the underarm turn to the right with the left sway. Very important for the ladies, when we go and we start turning here, don't end up backwards. Feel your last step, it's a forward walk turning. So we're really feeling that we're getting onto this foot, and then I can be ready to move back in diagonally center.
So if I bring myself back to the close position, you see that Marzena position hasn't changed at all. So it doesn't really matter if we only have, in this case, single hand hold and we are outside partner. The picture, the body line is, both of ours is exactly the same. Okay?
Okay. So now, the next step, it's a grapevine. This is the tango grapevine. We love this step. We put this step pretty much in every dance. The difference in this step, in tango grapevine, we're not going to produce any rise and fall, because that's the characterization of the dance. We could do this step in any hold pretty much. We could do this in a part traditional hold. We could do it in alternative hold. We could do it in double hand hold. We could do it in a handshake hold in this level. We could do it with one hand hold. So it's up to you, which hold would you like to do. We chose to do it with one hand, so the lady can create a little bit of the styling. So when we go from here, this is all quicks. Quick, 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 quick. So you can see we could do a beautiful arm styling over there, and we can look at each other. We can have a little bit of interaction between the partners.
But what's important, make sure don't turn upper body too much in this step. So we're trying to maintain, because it's all quicks, and we try to create the sharp feeling and sharp look. We're gonna have a lot of turn through the base, but we do not wanna have a soft continuity through the upper body, okay? So if we do it again, and quick, 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 quick. See that? So we have a lot of activity in the bottom half.
So there are 4 quicks. From here, we decided, instead of continue with the same, we decided to end it in a shadow position. So we just move a little further away from you guys, and we're going to go into the underarm turn to the left to go to the shadow. So if we do this one more time.
So I'll do chassé to change foot, so we end up both on the same foot.
So we just finished the grapevine, and we go for the lady quick, quick, slow, and for the gentleman, quick, quick, and slow. Yeah, one more time. And because we're going to continue go to the left, We're going to continue project our body towards diagonally center so you can feel that our next step, it's much easier to continue to turn leftwards.
As usual, left turning figures would try to travel a little bit more towards the center of the room.
So we do one more time, and I'm going to go metronomically, just turn, metronome here, and then immediately as I get to the last step, I release my right hip to fulfill the space in Sławek wrist.
See, I'm ending up in a follow-away position as much as Marzena in the same, the boy follow-away, okay?
So now from here, we just do a back side, back, side together of the reverse turn in a quick timing. So it's all 4 quicks. So now maybe we can do the same thing in a little bit different angle.
So from the
we'll do from the grapevine. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now from here we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So hopefully you guys could see our back movement over there. It's a very progressive piece of the choreography. You can take entire short wall with the nice movement of this beautiful pattern. Okay, after this, we're moving on to the next figure. It's a shadow hairpin. So we know the hairpins from waltz and foxtrot. We can use them in a shadow position as well.
And you can tell we love the hairpins.
It's a great step to create a dynamical shape between men and women, especially in a shadow position. And we really like to feel like we can create a little bit more of the staccato in the action while we do this. So if we can do this maybe in a different angle.
So this is the way we finished the previous figure.
We're going to go in that shadow position like we would take a promenade step for the gentleman. Now through the next step, we're going to start initiating rotation to the right. So again, who is on the inside of the turn? It's the lady. So that means I need to be aware of the size and the timing of the gentleman. I need to stay in his wrist, not the fingers. I really do not like the fingers. I want to feel the wrist. This is very steady. This is very connected. The fingers are only decoration. And when we go from here, I can stay and feel Sławek's body rotating right now. And he can go into that hairpin, continuously following the hairpin, and then creating a big line in the shadow position here when our sternums are looking the same way. So we can maybe do it slightly different angle just for a second so we can hopefully finish that line in a correct. So we can go a little bit less of a curve for this, just for the video. I could go here. So hopefully right now you guys can see our bodies are parallel to each other. So if I will just go here, I should be exactly in the same alignment as Sławek. So the girls' biggest mistake, we like to think we're doing so much more and we can be more expressive, and we add additional 1/8 of a turn. And now we're going to suck the gentleman into that rotation. So I'm going to do the wrong one time only so you don't memorize this. So if we go from here, if we go from the promenade, I'm going to go from here and I'm going to become more expressive. So what did I do to Sławek? How does he look right now? Poor guy, he cannot even stay balanced because I pulled him so much. And what did I do? I only overturned my sternum by 1/8, which is very little, but it cost taking him with me. So I almost beg you, in every shadow position, do not turn more than your partner. We travel, we coach a lot, and this is the most common mistake in the shadow from the ladies' perspective, because they try to become more expressive and give a little bit of a push.
Yeah, the problem is that we are quite far away from each other, so any extra activity is much harder basically for men to deal with because there's not much arm left. If we'll be a little closer, we can always make a little bit adjustment, but at this point, because we are so far, that's why there's a lot of sensitivity. So ladies, you have to be very disciplined about your body position.
Please remember, our sternums, they always have to look either at each other if we're facing each other, or the gentleman's sternum will look at the lady back of a sternum to mirror. So we still are matching, we're still parallel each other. If the lady will in an A class go behind the guy, she has to do the same thing with the gentleman. We have to look at each other's sternum and still feel that they are parallel to each other. Yes, so we do this one more time correctly. So we start from promenade position. We go slow, quick, slow. It's a beautiful shape. Now, before we come back from here, give a little bit more up and over. But if Sławek lets go, I have to be perfectly balanced in this step. Now we're going to do a little back check. When we go back, we're going to activate our right hip flexor to create a pull. And what's very important, ladies, I'm not the one who can change proximity. The partner will bring me closer to him, and then we can go back, side, together. Yeah, so all those moments, if I move in a shadow position and can we just walk backwards? Backwards. Yes, so we walk. Sławek is the one who decides when and how big, how small step I have to do. So if he wants me to pass, I will listen. If he wants me to stay in front, I will listen. But I'm sitting at the home base, which is his right wrist.
Because sitting in a home base allows Marzena still to feel my leg speed. So the proximity between us might change, but the timing of the feet still should be perfectly matching. So
we have our last figure in a B-class tango. This is open fan with the swivel ending. So from that side by side position, this is the first time we're introducing entrance from the shadow to the fan. So now, as we go, you can see we both are mirroring each other. On the end of that step, I'm going to turn the foot with the forward walk turning. The lady has one more step to take and the gentleman doesn't. So again, the gentleman has to wait until the lady completes her action to lead her to the last open fan action.
So it's very important, gentlemen, for us. We have to be very multitasking. We have to be very much aware of the lady's steps, her shapes, her timings, as much as we are aware of our actions. So that's why that's what's very important, to become very good male dancer, to know what lady's doing in order to lead her well, but still not sacrificing your own look.
Okay, so we'll do this one more time. So we'll go direction, rotation, step back, and now direction to the fan. Now we do a beautiful swivel ending. Again, the principle, direction, rotation, shape. Direction, rotation of the base, shape, and ending, direction, rotation, shape. So it's very important that we arrive over the foot with all those fan swiveling actions, and then we turn. And when we turn, we decide if this is the base that is turning or the upper body that is turning.
But not both at the same time.
Yeah.
So let's just do it one more time to complete the step. So we go and step, point, step, point, and we finish with tango close.
Okay, so this was our last pattern for the B class. We would like to welcome right now Artyom and Katya to demonstrate this routine, how it's supposed to be done.
Five, 6, 7, go.
Guys, this was great. Thank you so much. We'd like to say thank you for bringing us back to demonstrate American tango. We hope you guys fell in love with this as much as we do. And we again thank you to Artyom and Katya for this beautiful demonstration.